Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Semi-original guy, aka Mr. Cannon from Advanced Wars by Web, bringing you another live league game of the day. Today we are on Small Garden House. This is a base light matchup with a double comm tower, port and airport support on this one here. Now, we featured this map a little while ago, but we are going to feature it again because of reasons. Now, we have Antoni and Alexisgirl as our players today, so you guys can see that they are both fairly evenly ranked when it comes to the fog ladder in the live league, ranked 280 and 263 respectively. So very cool stuff, folks. And we have a Sturm mirror. So I haven't featured Sturm on the channel in a very long time, probably since the Broken series in my very early start of my YouTube career here. So it has been quite a bit of time. So we're going to see how this one goes. So Sturm as a day-to-day ability will have perfect movement across all terrain, which means that his terrain movement is reduced to 1, except when in snow. His units will lose 20% offense, but gain 20% defense. His Meteor Strike co-power will do 4 damage in an Area 3 attack pattern to anything it hits, and Meteor Strike 2 will do 8 damage to anything it hits in an Area 3. So Sturm is a tank. He is a tank and a half, folks, and when you have a Sturm versus a Sturm match, you can expect some savage pillow fight action here, folks. Recon's incredibly powerful with Sturm. They get perfect movement. Just generally, like, most units are just really good for Sturm. Sturm's one of those guys that can utilize like rockets and stuff really well because they get the perfect 5 movement. You can get them into position really early. Not a lot of COs can do that kind of a thing. So I think we're going to have a pretty good match here today. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this one and see what went down on the live league today. On the first few days, folks, you guys know the deal. It is the standard infantry builds. You got to get the infantry on the field, folks. It's the #1 priority in Advanced Wars by Web. #2 priority in Advanced Wars by Web is when you're playing Sturm, get some recons on the field, especially in Fog of War, because recons are super handy, especially for Sturm, like I was saying, because they get perfect movement and they are going to be zippity-zooming all over the place. Now, this map in particular, it's not necessarily too bad for Sturm. I do like one factor of it because it's a double comm tower map. So Sturm's offense is going to be just base firepower. You know, it's going to be 100. So, I mean, it's not going to be as much of a pillow fight as it could be, but it is definitely going to be a pillow fight nonetheless. All right, boom. Yeah, you can see that movement over here from the recon already, just zooming up there. Alexisgirl decides to go with an artillery buy right away, which is kind of curious. Not really, I don't know if I'm feeling the artillery too much, but I can see what she is already planning when it comes to the artillery. More than likely, she's planning on busting open this pipe seam to get perfect movement into the center. Now, if you do get perfect movement into the center, that is very strong. I'm not going to lie. It's going to be pretty strong, but it's going to take a very long time for that artillery to actually bust open that pipe seam. Like, without a doubt, it's going to take at least 3 days. Boom, trap card right there. We can see Alexis fell into the trap of Antoni here, and now is face-to-face with a deadly recon. Boom, right there. We got some damage here, folks. How much did we do? Okay, it's going to take about 3 days to bust that open, which is perfectly fine. All right, sending the back infantry over here to actually get to the airport, too, instead of sending an infantry over here. Not too bad, you know, I don't really mind that at all. I mean, eventually we are going to get the airport, so I mean, it doesn't really matter too much. And we get a little tiny attack on the infantry. Now, the thing about Sturm is because we have 120% defense, any 1-star terrain is going to be equal to that of a city, essentially. You have 130% defense when you're on a, you know, like a plane. So wall break in Sturm is definitely a difficult task, folks. It does take a little bit of finesse, a little bit of firepower to get that done. So we're definitely going to be needing to bust out some big boys here pretty soon. But Alexis has 21k in the bank and buys double infantry again this turn. We don't have any kind of a tech up. I was kind of expecting maybe at least like a double tank build, or at least get a recon on the field or something, but we are not going for that. So I'm very curious to see what's going to be happening here. We're going to have a lot of money next turn. Like, we are going to have a metric buttload of money over here. 30k in the bank on base light. I wonder if Alexis is thinking mega tank. Is she thinking mega tank? That would be mega cool. Oh, but she busts out the stinkiest unit in advances by web. The Neo tank. The Soiled Abomination is on the field, folks, and it is controlled by Sturm. This is going to be one heck of a little harassy Neo tank on the field here, folks. Gonna be very interesting. Antoni doesn't actually have the funds at the moment to counter a build like this. I mean, a Neo tank is gonna be going into the center of the map and just stinking up the place so hard. It's gonna, I think it's gonna actually, it's gonna kind of mess Antoni up once this actually gets up here. So it's I'm very curious to see what sort of counterplay we're gonna come up with as soon as we see it. I mean, we're just going with tank artillery this turn, which is perfectly fine. Nothing really wrong with that. Alexis, 20k in the bank now. Also, having the infantry in the top corner get interrupted here. But the thing about these interrupts is a recon can't actually completely stop a capture, because what is going to happen is it's just going to be brought down to 3 HP next turn, and she's just going to be able to finish the capture. So that is one little perk for Sturm. Indeed. It also makes Sturm HQ caps incredibly viable, because as long as you have some units to join, it is incredibly difficult to break the line. We just go double infantry again this turn. Super curious about that. Are we going to be like busting out another stinky boy or something? Are we going to stink up the map? Are we going to stink up this game? What's going on here? I don't think that we don't have sights on the Neo yet either. Going battlecopter tank this turn from Antoni. I like the builds. I like the builds indeed. So we reveal the Neo tank. So now Antoni knows what's up. He knows what's up, folks. He saw the Neo tank and he's like, what in tarnation is going on over here, folks? We got a Neo tank on the field. Well, that'll never do. That'll never do indeed. Now, we did take an engagement to interrupt one of the properties. You guys can see here it's an 8-7 trade. Pillow fight extraordinaire going on down there. But we also did flip, or not flip, but we did get the property up in the top corner there because we had 3 HP left. So, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Bust out another stinky Neo tank. Like, what is this? Ugh. Alright. Recon going up, interrupting the capture in the center. Recon finishing off the infantry in the top corner. And we are going for an engagement on the infantry. So very nice. So we're trying to lure that stinky boy to the front line so we can blast him with an artillery. Now, blast him with an artillery will be nice. I don't know if it's going to be like a whole lot of damage, but it's gonna do something. Antoni, though, busts out the classy medium tank. Classiest man on advanced by web right here. The Yellow Comet medium tank. It is looking mighty fine here, folks. So, let's see if Alexis decides to go in and take the engagement against this tank. Now, she is going to do a lot of damage to this tank. Boom. 90% damage right there. That's pretty good. Boom. Take another engagement here. Clear an infantry. Not too shabby. Perfect movement from this Neo tank. Just stinking up the forest as he goes down, and then boom, another engagement here, taking that tank all the way down to 3. And then we take 2 more engagements over here, continue the cap, join cap, very nice. I like the join cap. Like it when infantry have friends. Bust out another Neo tank. What is going on here? Alexis! Blah! Alright, we do 30% damage to that Neo tank, followed up with a copter strike, taking them down to 5. And the classy boy is rolling in here, so you love to see it. We're taking another engagement, actually, with a tank, taking the Neo tank all the way down to 3. Now, with the loss of this Neo tank right here, well, not full loss, but I mean, it's pretty injured. That has charged Alexis's bar quite a bit. Antoni's bar is very charged too, like 3. So we're pretty much even for charge. I mean, first Meteor could go either way from this point. So we are going to see what happens here. Boom, we get trapped, which is very unfortunate. Boom. Trap card once again here, folks. So now we know there's a Neo on either side of the map. Antoni probably would be a good thing to save up some money next turn and maybe think about buying something like a mega tank or something, or maybe get a bomber on the field. But he does bust out another classy boy, another classy medium tank on the field here, folks. You'll love to see it. Beautiful little unit there. And then we get 2-3 attacks on this recon, eliminating the Vision, and a Neo tank moves back. Another Neo tank moves in. We surrounded with infantries, and third Neo tank goes in for a clear, and we follow through with some nice little movements here. Double anti-air, expecting the battlecopter builds here. Antoni does have a battlecopter in the field, so I mean, this guy, she knows that there's one on the field at least. Double anti-air build might be a little bit much, but it's nice to have them on the field, folks. We are going to go in for an engagement, and we are going to... Oh, did we clear the Neo? Oh, we clear the Neo. Wow. Beautiful. Nicely done, Antoni. That's what I'm talking about. Get them Neos out of here. Alright, classy boy moving into position. I'm going to start capping the bottom property here. Antoni goes in for an interrupt. That is going to lose an infantry. That is not a winning situation over there, so... Alright, bust out another battlecopter, double infantry, stockpiling 4K in the bank. As long as we don't... We're not going to be able to get a stinky boy over here from Antoni, because we are going to have this heal right here, which is going to interfere with our funds. So I don't think he's going to be able to get it. He might, but I very much doubt it. No, he won't have enough. Boom, and we take out a battlecopter right there. So we trade battlecopter for a Neo tank right there, which is not bad, but we do end up losing a tank also, which is kind of unfortunate. The Neo tank opener on this map, though, from Sturm. Holy moly, is this causing some carnage here, folks. And Alexis is threatening a capture of this comm tower here, which is going to be very dangerous, like absolutely dangerous. Oh, we got a meteor strike, folks. Boom. Little tiny meteor strike here, and it has hit the Neo tank up north. What a massive hit here. Now, is medium going to move in, take a shot on the Neo? Boom, we take the engagement. Are we going to follow through with a tank strike? Oh, we're going to get the artillery. Very nice. We are going to follow through the tank, taking them down to 1. Move the artillery, which is pretty nice. Now, we do have to kind of consider the fact that Alexis now has her co-power. So it would be a good idea to maybe try to form a bait. We have a battlecopter right here. So if we do battlecopter and then another, let's say like a medium tank right here, might be enough to get the missile over here, because Sturm's attack does have to focus on a unit. So it might focus down here, but the problem is if, like, I think it might hit over here as well. I mean, there is more value over here for sure. So very, very curious to see what's going to happen here. All right. Attack another infantry, bust out another classic APC action-packed combat over here from Antoni. Let's go. Beautiful. Now, is Alexis going to pop the normal co-power? No, she's going to save for the super. That's what she's doing. She's saving for the super, folks. Now, I think Antoni's timing with his co-power was pretty good, because we did manage to get a like a pretty big hit on this guy. But then Alexis busts out the mega tank. The mega tank is on the field here, folks. Whoa. Just whoa. Just whoa. Like, whoa. Mega classy. Mega classy. Cleaning up this battlefield, that's for sure. Mega tank. Interesting. Yeah, that's gonna do some damage, folks. And it's a Sturm mega tank too, so it's gonna have perfect movement. Yeah, that's gonna get some stuff done. Alright. Currently Alexis now has 3 comm towers as well, so Sturm is 110 over 120 when it comes to firepower. So that is a very dangerous situation to be in. This is a while it's nice that we're surrounding the capture here, this is actually a terrible idea when it comes to fighting Sturm, especially when the co-power is so close, because this is absolutely going to get hit by that meteor if she pops it. Now, I don't think she's going to pop it just yet, but it's definitely coming. Now, if she doesn't pop it this turn, what we need to do is we need to grab the city and then we need to scatter. Like, absolutely, like, get the heck out of Dodge. We have to scatter and figure out some way that we can bait that meteor. Antoni does have 26k in the bank today. So we are going to be able to get some builds here. Probably, I could see him building a Neo tank, unfortunately, you know, stinking up the battlefield, but does need to figure out something in order to counter Alexis's onslaught here. Bust out the black boat on the port in order to stop the capture of that port. Very interesting buy. No, it's not necessarily a bad idea. Some people might say, like, oh, why are you busting out a, like, you know, a black boat? Well, the problem is the way that Alexis has been playing so far. She's been saving a buttload of money. If she got this port, she could go battleship and be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm pretty sure a battleship would be able to hit this base here, which would be very, very dangerous in the grand scheme of things. So we do not want that to happen. Busting out the recon infantry, saving 13k for tomorrow. Alright, so Alexis is definitely going to be yeeting this mega tank up into oblivion over here. I can definitely see her bringing that guy all the way to the front lines. Yeah. Attacking a little recon. Poor little recon. He tried so hard. Alright, so despite everything, I mean, the unit value is pretty similar. But there's not really a whole lot of counters to the mega tank at the moment. Like, what we can do is, okay, already shot, we do 1 damage to it. Cop the shot, do another 1 damage to it. Ooh, medium tank. Ugh. Don't really do a whole lot of damage to it. Classy boy just going right up and attacking that mega tank, though. Like, holy moly. We could have maybe yeeted the tank into it, because if we yeeted the tank into it, it would have still had 1 ammo, so it wouldn't have really mattered. But I mean, what we could have did was, if we did yeet a tank into it, it would have did another 1 damage, and then this guy would have only counterattacked with 5. But it's, I mean, it's a Neo right there, so I mean, it's kind of doomed anyways. We don't see the Neo, so we don't know. I mean, overall, whatever, is what it is. Is what it is, folks. I don't like the fact that we are about to lose 2 classy boys to a meteor strike here. I am praying for the health of these. Nope. My prayers were not answered, folks. Boom. So you don't actually see the damage, but it definitely did hit those 2 medium tanks. They are very hurt, and that definitely hurts our value a lot. Having both of those medium tanks go down to 2 HP each. Oh boy. Yeah. Rough. Ouch. That was a big ouch right there. The biggest ouch of all time. You hate to see it, folks. Hate to see it. Alright. We are going to be flipping 2 properties up north. Boom. Beautiful. And this is impossible to stop. I mean, there's nothing in position that can actually reach, so that is definitely going through. And we did reacquire one of the comm towers, so Alexis no longer has that infinite firepower. So things are looking kind of up for Antoni now. You know, it's not too shabby, but like I said, losing the 2 classy boys is pretty bad. We really didn't want to have that happen, but there wasn't really any other meteor baits that would have been like very, very effective, so I guess it's okay. I just hate to see them go, you know. I hate to see them go. But now Antoni is going to be in the position where he is going to be able to bust out the next Meteor Strike 2. So if we do save up for the Meteor Strike 2, and if Alexis clumps up her units, You know, if she makes the mistake, then we're going to get massive value because the vast majority of her money is all sunk into big units here. Double recon buy this turn. Let's go. All right, here we go. Boom. Get a big old attack on the Neo tank, followed up with a medium. Boom. Takes it all the way down to 3. Love to see it, folks. All right. Artillery not giving up. Artillery is getting so many shots this game. But now we have just revealed that there is another stinky Neo tank in the center here. 8 HP. Living the dream. And we plop ourselves on the mountain, gain tons of vision, managed to see that the recon was purchased, see the mega tank healing. And now we just sort of continue the attack. But it is Alexis's turn here. So let's see what she does now. Alright. Reveal the infantry. Moves the mega tank forward. Yeah, that's an easy clear. Gets the clear on the medium tank. Gets a big shot on the artillery. Can't finish it off unless they bring up the anti-air, which definitely could be a possibility. I could see the anti-air maybe going in here, but maybe not. Nope. Gonna keep that anti-air safe. All right. Threatening a flip in the middle here as well, folks, as you guys can see. Boom, right there. That is going to bring the income back in Alexis's favor if that interrupt does go through. But due to Sturm having super broken perfect movement, boom, we do manage to get an interrupt there, take him all the way down to 7. Classy boy follows up, boom, takes another infantry down to 3, clears an infantry there, clears an infantry here, moves the artillery forward, threatening a cap. That is not going to work, but it is going to be a distraction. And that is this is a nice little play right here. I don't mind actually putting this guy in here because it is likely that this guy might go over here, but I mean, at the same time, you did see it happen, so it would be pretty unbelievable for somebody to kind of get trapped by that. But these guys are probably just going to swing up north, right? And they're probably just going to take out that entire little army right there. And this is not it's not a very strong wall, especially with a mega tank and 2 neo tanks right there, anti-air. Like, yeah, it's not gonna hold. What just happened? No way. So we bring the neo tank all the way forward. That's just asking for a neo tank to get destroyed. Oh, interesting. So we pop another little tiny co-power. I would have preferred to probably wait for the big one, because the mega tank alone is still going to be able to destroy the neo tank, and then she's just going to move back and heal the other guys. So like, all in all, that's not really doing like a lot of damage. I mean, it's doing something temporarily. It's not gonna stop this it's not gonna like secure the capture though, because we're still gonna be able to get the 1-2 clear on this guy and interrupt. Well, let's see how Alexis deals with it though. So boom, we get a clear right there. Don't get a clear, but do get a clear with the 2 recons. Moving up with Copter to interrupt, taking it down to 1. Neo mega tank just slapping this neo tank. Takes him all the way down to 6. Other neo tank gets some heals. Yeah, I probably would have just waited for the big one, to be completely honest. But I mean, desperate times call for desperate measures, folks. I mean, he's going in for it. He's trying his best. He's coming up with crafty plays, and we gotta hand it to him for the crafty plays. You know, I'm a big fan of crafty plays. Indeed. So, I mean, just live your best life. Just go for it, man. Bust out another classy medium tank. I mean, he's playing it super classy, so you gotta respect him for that one. 1 neo tank buy though, but you know, I guess we'll forgive him. He has a hefty amount of classy boys. All right, gets the interrupt here. This should, if we attack with Copter, it might not work, but if no, it does work. All right, we did a big old chunk right there. All right, and we cleared neo tank. Yep, that's an unfortunate clear. And we interrupt the property up north with double recon. Oh my lord! Boom. Yeah. All right, that happened. So Alexis is definitely in a winning position at the moment. Because we kind of just yeeted our entire army over here. It would have been really nice to have that army, but we definitely kind of yeeted it a little bit here. So now we're not going to have that army. But, like I said, Antoni, he's trying to come up with some clever plays. So we're gonna give him a clap. Give him a clap. That was good. I like the thought behind it. All right, moving the army forward, not too forward, but forward enough. Busting out the classy boys. You gotta love it, folks. All right, infantry getting spotted and sniped by an anti-air, and we are about to lose another anti-air, losing infantry. Yeah, now we lost the anti-air. Classy boy moving up. Meteor strike 1. Hitting the bottom corner of the map. Oh my god, that is such a huge chunk of Antoni's units right here. Yeah, that's a pretty big shot. Pretty big shot indeed, folks. Shot through the heart. Doesn't get the clear on the infantry because Sturm is mega weak. But he's definitely trying to hold on, folks. Definitely trying to hold on. This is, once again, like I said, it is an even game. It is an even game. So it could still go either way. Really just depends on who is going to be getting those captures first, folks. It's day 22 already. Kanbai's theme is playing, and Sturm is moving in. And we might definitely have the possibility of flipping a comm tower or a city right now. Got the APC on the field also. Beautiful. Alright. Copter moves in. Recon moves in. Infantry's moving in. Get the clear on the recon in the center, preventing that vision. Now, if we don't do something about this comm tower, which we have no idea is under threat right now, but if we don't do something about it, we're gonna be in trouble here, folks. We're definitely gonna be in trouble. Day 23. And we are going for the property and not the comm tower. All right. Now, going for the property is probably the safer of the two options. So, yeah, I think that's fine. Definitely fine. Get the full surround. Even a Neo tank surround. Mega tanks right there for added comfort. Added comfort. Yeah, good old mega tank. And we got a rocket. Now, rockets do tend to get bullied on the semi-original guy channel, but I wonder if that's going to be the case with this match. And this is a Sturm rocket, after all. And Alexis is already kind of in the driver's seat for this this battle right now. Oh, and we see the danger. We see the danger, and we have no way of stopping it. We got to think of another way. We got to think of another place we can go in order to acquire a city, because that city just got flipped. We are definitely going to be losing the city behind it as well. So I guess the fight is going to be in the bottom left corner of the map now, folks. Like, just right over there, right over here. That's where Antoni is probably going to be focusing the most of his fighting now. But it's going to be very difficult because the HQ is under major threat here as well. Like, Mega Tank, Stinking Needle Tank, and Classy Boy could all actually move up and start attacking this Black Boat. More than likely get the clear on the Black Boat, and because Sturm is just ridiculously powerful when it comes to defense, I can definitely see a full surround happening on that HQ, and it could definitely probably go through. Let's just consult the damage calculator quickly and just see what kind of damage we can actually do against this. So we do like 33 to 36 right there. That would take it down to 7. And let's say we follow up with the Stinky Boy right here, 20-25. Take it down to 5. Followed up with a Classy Boy right here, 21-26. Let's say we get lucky. He's down to 2. Next turn, you can definitely get that clear and start attacking or start capping that HQ. Plus, there's a rocket on the way, which is extra dangerous. Double recon by here. Day 25 from Antoni. Bringing the medium tank back. And trying to figure out what the heck is going to be happening here. Moving the medium tank forward. Definitely sniffs out the HQ plot. So bringing the vast majority of the units over there. Not really going to be able to stop this Neo tank over here. Sturm's defense is just too much. Absolutely too much. All right. Oh, and we get another meteor strike. Another tiny one right here. That's not too bad. That does actually slow down this push over here. But with 5 days left and very little options for actually getting another city, might actually be GG here, but we shall play out the last few turns and see what happens. Alexis once again threatening a cap over here, threatening a cap here, cap right here. If we do acquire all 3 of these caps, I think that's going to be the end for our good friend Antoni here. Alright, let's see. Let's see what happens. Oh, Alexis, you're trying to redeem yourself. Trying to redeem yourself by getting another classy boy on the field. Oh, rockets get bullied. Okay. So technically it's only a bullied rocket if the HP value goes under 5. So it hasn't quite been super bullied yet. It's been made fun of, but it hasn't been bullied. So let's see. Let's see if we actually do get a full bully on this guy or not. Alright, another classy boy. Love to see it. Alright, day 26. Still need to flip a property. Still need to flip a property. And yeah, that's property. We are... Oh, wait, we have an anti-air strike right here. That might be enough. Oh, and we bust out meteor strike 1. Okay, boom, another meteor. Let's go. That did so much damage to the classy boys. Oh, wait, hold on, hold on. Was that 4? Oh, it's 4. All right, that dream's over. That dream is over. Poor Antoni, fought so hard. Now just kill the rocket. Just kill the rocket. That's what you want to do. Just do it. Ah, rockets are getting bullied on the semi-original guy channel. You love to see it, folks. Absolutely love to see it. That's what it's all about. But is not going to be able to do anything else after that point. What a game, folks. What a game. Like, absolute savagery. What a stink fest. It's a brutal stink fest, folks. There's so many Neo-Tanks. Honestly, though, Alexis came up with a pretty good idea for an opener on this map. Busting open this guy right here. Just spamming the tech up units on this map. Like, crazy. Like, who could expect it? Who could honestly expect it? And the map doesn't really have a whole lot of income. I mean, technically it's 18-18, something like that, right? So if you start out with the stink balls and get like a mega tank on the field, I mean, your opponent doesn't really have a whole lot of options to counter that. And Sturm just stays alive for so long that it's actually like incredibly viable. So congratulations to Alexis for that win. Good job to Antoni. You held it together. And you definitely classed up this place quite a bit here, folks. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Let's just check out the stats here real quick. So we lost 3 medium tanks, and we also have 6 on the field. So that was 9 classy boys made from Antoni. Alexis lost 2 stinky boys. And has 3 stinky boys on the field. Curious. Curious indeed. But what a match. Congratulations once again, players. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that one from home. If you did, consider leaving a like, comment, or subscribe. I will see you all in the next one. Take care of yourselves. And bye-bye for now.